not sure if I have been blind to it or if I thought that it was okay. I honestly don't know. It was kind of a blind spot in my brain. I'm usually poking and searching for self-awareness and like asking all those questions of myself. But I'm sure I must have thought about it already countless times, but it's like I don't really recall ever asking myself this question, or if I asked it, I kind of seemed to have jumped right over it. It's a mystery to me. It's kind of weird. Maybe because that's the source of my issues. At least I hope so. And maybe it was kind of an act of some kind of demon in my brain creating this like invisibility cloak type shit where I don't address this issue. I'm not sure, because I have been on a mental health journey for years and years now. I have been doing the most. I have been working on myself, asking myself all kinds of questions, dealing with my issues, at least trying to. And yet this has been something that I just did not address. Why am I creating all types of healthy new behavior patterns, healthy new habits, trying to move forward, all the while doing absolutely nothing to move away from old bad habits that I have been just dragging with me for years now? It's like I thought that I will actually move away from old stuff by creating more new stuff. And I mean, it sounds kind of intuitive, right? It does not sound that wrong. But now I'm just thinking that maybe I was filling my life with all this new and shiny stuff like exercise and this and that. I even went to therapy just to avoid turning back and cutting ties with stuff from the past. I'm not sure why I was doing this for so long. It's also like I don't know, I kind of lost my train of thought. It's weird. When I keep thinking about it, it's weird. My mind just seems to not want to go there because now I just randomly forgot what I wanted to say next. It's God, am I fucking cursed? Like, how can I be positive and be on this journey of positivity and self-evolvement and this and that and the third when I still feel upset over my past? How can I find new ways to express myself if I haven't let go of old ways to express myself? I don't know, how can I find new friends even if my mind is still filled with memories from old friendships? It's like there is no space for me to actually build onto something. This is why, despite working and working and working my ass off for years now, I feel like I have not moved forward in any significant way. I've worked on my anger issues. I've worked on my self-awareness issues. Becoming more self-aware is actually the most painful and non-rewarding experience in thoughts of thinking hold me back from actually reaching my goals. I'm running, but I'm still running with my suitcase with no handle. I'm still chained and I'm running in place, and it's barely better than just sitting in place, you know? It's an illusion of progress. And my pregnancy has only now started to kind of be a reminder for me that I have no choice but to move forward with my life. I have been staying in place for so long. non-existent ghosts of memories. I have a hell of a youth, one hell of a life, and it's okay to let go of it when you're 30. It's okay to still occasionally party, occasionally be crazy, occasionally have fun. But I think at 30 it should be a treat. I don't think it should be your whole life. I don't think every weekend should be like partying up with your friends or meeting up with your friends, being surrounded by a bunch of people. I don't think that's feasible. And it's okay. I don't know why I think it's... I keep thinking that something is being taken away from me. But it's not true. It's how life is. No malicious force is sucking me dry or something. It's... place is being made for new things, and it's okay. nice day.